You're welcome to another exciting episode of the Red Room Dialogue, where the conversation runs deep and nothing is off limits. Today we're going to be exploring the glams, the glitz, the always messy, always juicy world of celebrity love. My name is Ombolawa Olawore and I'm going to be your anchor on today's show. And to really explore this topic with me, I have some friends with me in the studio. So grab a seat. Get the Jameson or popcorn, whatever catches your fancy, and let's explore. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Before I went on break, I spoke about having some friends with me in the studio. You know, I always try to bring very interesting characters. And today I did bring friends in the media industry to talk about celebrity romantic relationship. And first up, we have Betty Ajayi, spa therapist and on-air personality. How are you doing, Betty?
I'm good. And you look good, Bolawa.
Compliments. Yeah, I love compliments. Oh. You also look amazing.
Thank you.
Giving Agbani Darego, boss lady. Oh my God, I love that for you.
Thank you.
And coming up, we have Gift Uswani, on air personality too. I've not seen you in a minute. You're just here and here, busy woman, making money.
It's work. It's work. Don't worry. Dollars is coming.
Are you
it go reach your hand. No worry.
You know these rich people, Sha. They just, I don't know. They just like to farm.
You look good, by the way.
Oh, compliments. You're there.
Is allowed.
I have good friends though. They're just complimenting you, promising you dollars. And we have a friend of the Red Room Dialogue, Olutayo Oyeniro, media entrepreneur, the boss lady, the one with all the dollars and the pounds, you know.
You know what I love about Bolawa? She never cease to want to throw me under the bus.
No, and
it's okay. It's okay. You're prophesying. So yes, from your mouth to Jesus' ears.
Give me this dollar. You guys share these dollars. You guys should share this money. Like, where are we doing our summer?
Bola, don't let us come and carry. Don't let people carry gun and block us on the road.
I saw your
We're just
guys
hustling.
outside.
I'm a hustling babe, please.
I saw your escorts outside.
Bola, straight to the topic.
I do love whining my friends. It's so fun. Hi guys, welcome to the Red Room.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
So when I talk about this topic, I wanted to bring people in the media industry because we are in it and we see it for what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
We see everything plays out. You know, you see celebrities on TV, on the internet, and you don't really know what goes on behind closed doors. But we see because we have these events with them, we have these shows with them. Mm. So when you think of celebrities taking their relationships public and putting everything in public, like their breakups, their makeups, their this, their that, like everything. A lot of people are doing it now. Especially on TikTok, you see, get ready with me to cook kiniko. My husband said, we have Nara Smith, I don't want to come home yet. I'm still coming to Nigeria, but I don't want to come too close here. But we have Nara Smith. My husband said this. My husband told me to do this. And sometimes it feels like too much information. Cause like, why are you telling us? Why are you telling us that your husband does not give head?
I love where you started from.
Like, I don't need to know that. I TMI. I don't need to
like know. You rightly said, it is too much information. I believe it's too much information because people feel like, pepper them gang, couple goals, God when, things like that. But sometimes, guys, it's just so freaking tiring because you will not be able to come back to us and tell us what actually transpires the moment the ring light is off, the moment the camera is off. Whether it's giving you conk on your head, you will not tell us. So why even tell us it's just where I think it's a lot that people will take out time, set camera on lights, just so they could prove to the world that they are in love with their partner.
Why?
Just keep it at home.
And it feels so performative, as if you're on stage in the theater. all the time with the lights, all the lights on.
Betty is itching to say something like that thing. They vex her.
I feel they just want to make a point.
What point?
They just want to make a point that, oh, I'm living a happy life. I'm
in
married to
love.
But in as much as we feel like they're doing too much, it is their choice.
It is.
It is their choice.
Yeah.
They have chosen to be like that. So I feel like we should just accept it like that.
You know, I respect.
Nobody would want to watch their dirty linen outside.
Of course.
So they will only show you the good parts.
Okay.
They will not show you when it is going down behind.
I like the point that you made. Okay, fine. It's your choice to show us the good part.
Yeah.
But when these things now crash and then blogs are running up and down, just dragging you each way, and then they say mental health. Yeah, mental health. Like, bro, you brought this out. You did.
There is somebody who always say that the moment your relationship crosses border into the social media family members gathering, you have no say anymore. Like in as much as you turn on that camera, you turn on that ring light, you have no say, because when people come out at the end of the day and they are dragging you for whatever, and then you're saying it's none of their business. You brought it here.
Walk that way. You
brought it
it's
here.
none of your business. No, you made it their business.
Exactly.
And not like, oh, me and my partner we've separated, please respect our choices. Like, what the fuck? What are you saying?
We have a say. You have shown it to us, so we have a say. We have a say, whether you like it or not.
Betty looks so pained. It's like, respect our family.
Which is so funny. Like these days, they even make it like now. Any people get married and then they go from their normal low-key influencer to wife talk. There's this thing called couple talk. And on couple talk, you see like wives, they will come with me to get our house ready. Like the content there is like more tilted towards like family lifestyle. It's just like, at least reduce gist for us. Keep some gist for yourself.
If they reduce gist for us, what will we talk about?
Nothing.
Okay. Exactly.
Points were made. Points were made.
And the thing is,
that's the idea. They're giving us gist.
And in the media, good news, bad news is great news in the media.
True.
Good news, bad news is great news in the media, because blogs are waiting to run the heaven out of any story.
They are itching.
I don't know if I should just bring up the issue of Annie Idibia and Two-Face.
Oh yeah, please do.
Sure.
I mean, she's back online. I don't know if any of you have seen it.
Yeah, I'm happy for her for that.
And before she came back online, there have been a lot of sides to the story. Her legs have been amputated.
I heard that.
You know, that she's going through mental health.
I heard she was in rehab.
There was even a certain comment under a particular blog, and the person said she don't run mad. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. But I won't blame those
have something to say.
People who just want to like, it has happened and I'm going to talk about it, because you all are on social media. Yes, celebrity lifestyle, you have to show, because it's showbiz, right? The business is show business. That's why they call it showbiz. And yes, it is fine, but you didn't think about the fact that a lot of people are just unwell. A lot of people on the internet. Do you know that
they were on a reality show? Young African and Famous.
Yeah.
And the portrayal of their marriage was so confusing for me, because why would you bring this to us?
Sometimes they are happy, sometimes he's throwing shades, like
you see two people and you're like, do you guys really want to be married? Like you feel uncomfortable. You know, when two couples,
it looked forced. It was very obvious that their marriage.
Do you watch the show?
Yes, I watched it. Yes.
You know, when couples are arguing and you're just stuck there and you cannot take any side, so you're just there like uncomfortable.
Even Annie
that was
herself,
how we felt.
Even Annie herself, I'm sure that she felt very embarrassed, because there were times that he would say some kind of things and like, there's nothing wrong in being married and still going to sleep with other women. He would say things like that, and she would just be
looking.
Yes.
Like she cannot even.
She can't.
You
She
say
can't.
what?
She won't be able to say anything.
I don't
Because of
watch
course
the
it is-
show, so
because
I
it
don't
is
know.
embarrassing, of course, in front of her friends, her supposed
Friends.
friends.
National TV. It's not even national because this is like African country. That's people from Namibia,
South Africa and the rest watching it and seeing you
See my
disgrace your
husband.
family like this. So I don't know.
he-
After what they have portrayed on social media, that we are a happy family, we are a happy couple.
10 years
my
together.
husband, yeah.
They did vow renewal now.
On the show.
Yes, they did it
about
on the show.
Oh.
Yes, actually, on the show they did that on the show. So I don't really understand. But the thing with Two-Face and Annie's relationship or marriage is that, in as much as we knew that at some times they were happy, we also know that there was a problem, because you hear stories like Two-Face don't give one woman belly for one
But
side.
it felt like rumors
So,
though.
after the
It
marriage.
felt like rumors just flying around. You know,
But it's
celebrity
not
couple.
rumors.
Even on the show, they spoke about it. You remember when what was her name? The one that got married in season 3. She came and said that there's a rumor that Two-Face got the accountant pregnant. She got married.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. She said it on the show.
Zara, is it Zara?
Diamond Platinum's
Ex-girlfriend. Is
baby
it
mama.
not Zara that's her name?
I'm so
I can't
sorry.
really
I love
remember.
you. Your name just keeps. She came on the show and she said it. And Annie was like, no, that's not true. Like, she kept defending the man and being, everything is perfect.
Zari, yeah, I remember. Zari was
But even
saying.
in front of the camera, we could tell that
Something was wrong.
something was
Yeah.
wrong. And maybe you should keep this behind closed doors until you guys resolve it.
It's weird to me that somebody, what you ladies are talking about, that Two-Face will be, I don't watch the show, so I don't know. Your husband will be talking about the fact that it's okay to be married and sleep with other people.
Yeah.
And
It says it's culture.
you won't be able to say,
He said that as a
Says
man.
Daddy
it's
Olivia.
cultural. She
Olivia, what are you talking about
She
here?
was speechless. She
said,
couldn't say
really?
anything.
And then he just.
And I think if it was me, I would be speechless too, because it's embarrassing. I don't know. I will be
But please
speechless too.
speak up.
I don't think it's a shock. It is a shock. It hit her. Like, I'm sure she wasn't expecting something like that. So,
But it just says a lot about the kind of relationship you guys have. If your husband can come and there are cameras around and you
Yeah.
can come and say a man can still love a woman.
but
and
she knows
still
the kind of
sleep
husband that she has, and she put him on the show too.
Oh, so it's our fault. But the point is that keep this behind closed. Don't show it to
Yes.
us. Like,
But I'm
privacy.
back.
I
I'm
agree
happy
with that.
she's back though.
I'm so glad for her.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
really
happy
so glad for
with
her.
all the mental
So
that they
many
said
rumors.
she's having. So,
But is it the money that they make? Is it that they make money? Because Young African and Famous, I'm sure Netflix paid them like a boatload
Of
for being
course.
on that show.
Yeah.
And Two-Face is like a world star, like Two-Face.
well, like I said, if
Maybe
you don't
they
give
wanted
us
him on the
drama,
show.
we would not watch. If there is nothing interesting and
it's
exciting, we would not watch
That was
it.
extreme.
It's
But
the-
Thank you.
and like I said in the beginning, it's their choice. They chose to put it there.
I'm just
They were not
questioning.
forced.
That's what I'm
So-
questioning. Is it that the money was like too much to refuse?
I cannot answer that for
like,
them.
Like Betty said, to now put your dirty linen outside like
yes.
that.
I mean, it's money.
What? Hey,
It's money. It's a lot
can
of
you
money.
do it, Bolawa?
Depends on how much.
I don't know. To answer you guys honestly, you don't know you're in that scenario. Netflix comes around and says, "Oh, you guys are so iconic. You've been around. We all
They
grew up
will
with
sweet talk
Two-Face
you and
African
brainwash
and
you.
Queen. So yeah, we have the show Young African and Famous. You guys should come on board, and they offer you money. So you expect that? Okay, yeah, sure.
We just need to
Sure.
do
Is it not the fame that has
Something
led to where we are now?
I mean, everything has
Unfortunately.
downsides. There are downsides to.
But one thing that still stands out to me is it is not only Annie and Two-Face that are celebrities who have romantic relationship, who have marital relationship. I mean, somebody like Talma is married and her
Yes.
husband is a music video director.
No, I think it's just a.
There are lots of
Kiki.
them like that.
Kiki, yes, Kiki. I love that woman. And she has never dropped a content with her husband. Like, and she's still, doing well, doing fantastic, killing it on the scene. And somebody
There's
like
this other one,
Talma
Maraji,
too.
I think. Maraji too.
Maraji
She's
too
married.
is
Maraji is also
married.
married. And
Once
see
in a
them.
while, her husband is in her
Yeah.
maybe like vlogs, her YouTube videos and
Yeah.
whatnot, but it's not a setup camera. Oh yeah, come. Like some people. Come. Oh yeah, stand there. You stand there.
Get ready with us. We're going to today. Get ready with us to church. Get ready with us to the beach. Guys, we are tired of the get ready.
Yeah, but then it's cute sometimes. I like when couples make videos on TikTok. I find it really cute though.
Okay. As long as when it crashes, they should not tell us not to have a sale. They should tell us to keep quiet. They should not bash us. They should not tell us that it is not our business.
Exactly. I agree with that. And also, I do find it weird when you make it your entire personality. Like, you all of a sudden, there is no you again. It's only us. Me as this person's wife, me as this person's partner. I'm just like,
I feel like they just enjoy being talked about.
To make dinner for all.
Yes, my husband said that he wants this. And you're just like, okay.
They just enjoy being talked about. That's just it. Because
alright. You guys, I also want to go over the ocean to talk about Selena Gomez, Diva, and Justin Bieber. It has been making the rounds on TikTok, and we
the triangle
to talk about it. We'll be taking a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This gist has been a lot.
It's gisting.
So I went on TikTok and I saw like a 7-part story comparing between Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez, and I was like, 7-part, like, why are you guys doing so much on like people that you don't know? I was confused because I was like, these people are already married, they have a child together, let's move on. So
they have a child together?
Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber, they have a child.
Really?
Yes,
they
like
do.
That's the entire
news to
family.
me.
Like last year, right?
Yes.
Last year.
And I was so confused because that's an entire family. Why are we going back and forth on a relationship that ended like 5 years ago?
So it's just the way we never ever and can never ever recover from Chris Brown and Rihanna.
I think we've moved on. I think people
we have not moved on. If they say Chris Brown this, Rihanna that tomorrow, everybody will come outside.
But I feel like they don't entertain it. The Rihanna and Chris Brown.
Yes, we don't entertain it, but we'll still come outside and come and share the fact that,
you can go on.
Chris Brown was,
Rihanna did say.
Who
is like, oh jeez, but this one is like fresh because you can go on TikTok and say, oh, Justin Bieber liked a story post about Selena Gomez 5 seconds ago. Then he went back and unliked it, and you're just like, I'm intrigued. He did what? But you never see such a crossover from
Do
Rihanna.
You know that the day Justin Bieber was getting married to the supposed love of his life,
not the code,
he called Selena, is it 23 or 25 times?
23
Are you serious?
Yes.
I mean, maybe he was just calling to check if she's okay.
Why are you calling to check if she's okay?
3 times.
You are literally walking down the aisle.
How do people get this kind of information?
I mean, we're friends. They were friends before they got together. So they will always be friends. Why can't he?
Do you know? They can never ever be friends because the story has always been messy from the beginning. Everybody thought Hailey was that girl who saw an opportunity and said, you know what, this guy,
I'm gonna get him.
I'm gonna hold you down.
Yes.
But the thing is, Selena, Justin, they were like young love. And there is something about young love that it will take time. I mean, we're all ladies. We've all been in love at some point in our lives. Yeah. Some of us are still in love. Maybe Gift now is still in love.
That's not
I don't know. But the thing is, with young love, it is very difficult to want to just move on. Just if like something happens.
I do agree.
Yes. So from the onset, we already know that there is trouble in paradise because the way the whole situation went about, because Selena and Justin, they've been on and off for quite some time before Hailey came and pitched her tent where it didn't belong.
It is just like she wants to still be close to this guy in some way.
I don't think so because her is shaggy. She lost a kidney. Her friend had to give her.
Yeah, I heard
One
about
of her
that.
kidneys.
Yeah.
She was also diagnosed with, I can't remember
lupus.
lupus. Yes, she was diagnosed before she could, get herself together. And the whole last breakup that led to Justin getting married to Hailey was public.
But Justin
Her
did not
crashing was public. She would go on VMAs, performing, she will be crying, songs like The Heart Wants What It Wants, songs like Lose You to Love Me, songs like Same Old Love. Like, she would be performing them, and you could see that this woman is really hurting. And Justin cannot say that he's not social, that he's not saying all of those things.
But I feel like I think he still went through his own. He had his own moments.
Yeah.
There was a time that he also broke down himself. He
In
had
public?
to visit. No, not in public.
I just had to clarify.
He also broke down because there was a time that he had to visit rehab.
Oh.
He was going through things himself. So
Yeah.
he told that story too. According to what he said, Hailey that, brought salvation to him, saved him in one way. She was with him through all those times, through all those periods that he was going through.
She's expected to do that because she's his wife. So
let's just believe that.
You're biased.
I am not.
You are
Based off of the fact that is placed before me,
no.
that's where I am drawing from.
Obviously, team
I'm
Selena.
not actually. I am team facts, not team anybody.
I feel like I'm the unbiased party, and I feel like she should just leave that messy triangle. Like, there's no need to be going back and
But she
forth.
dated The Weeknd.
And they went in. Okay, The Weeknd
It didn't work out.
It's not husband material.
See, person that is not.
If you don't know, it's not. I feel like you should just.
We
like
cannot
a banker
on
or like someone like
we all on this panel would be lying if we say that there is no certain guy that we absolutely truly adore so much, and we thought this thing was not going to end. And before you know it, the person just moved on like that, and you find yourself stalking him on social media, going to check if his next girlfriend is more beautiful than you.
We have to help ourselves and move on.
But
Because-
eventually we made the decision to say, okay, this is messy. I need to leave.
Yes.
Betty was giving me one gist before we came on the air.
Okay, you guys need to tell me. Okay.
Betty was giving me one gist to tell you that it's not that easy. Okay.
Honestly, it's not that
Tell the
easy
story.
to move on anyway. See, I once dated a guy, my eye so shaky. I saw shaky that relationship, but I could not leave. It took me time. Honestly, it took me time before I could say, okay, Betty, I think it's high time.
What was like the final straw that said, okay, I need to leave
See
this
what
situation?
happened? We had a fight. So we didn't talk for like a week. So there was a day I came online on Instagram and I saw that this nigga posted another girl kissing him, rubbing his head. I was shocked. I could not sleep that night, Bolawa. I could not sleep. So I had to like call the guy.
Sorry for laughing.
I had to like
So sorry.
I had to like call the guys. Alpha guy, are you mad? Are you stupid?
Oh, you called him?
Yeah, so
And
I
what did
called
he
him. It was like, I just want to get back at you. For what?
Blocked.
Do you understand?
And this
bad.
is somebody you love. Oh.
I loved him. See, I was obsessed with this guy. I was obsessed with him.
Maybe Selena is obsessed with Justin. Maybe Justin is obsessed with
my God.
Selena.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
they just can't leave themselves alone.
It is very hard to move on from
It
your
is
first
hard.
love anyway.
And you guys think
It
that
is very, very
Was
hard.
that your first love?
Okay.
Do you guys think that their relationships, Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, their relationship being in the public space contributed to the death of that particular relationship?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
I
Like, because
think.
you have people, crowd, they have fans.
Yes,
Justin
they
had
have
like
fans.
Hey.
like
I was a believer that year. Oh. You see that soup, that hair that it flips like this. Once it flips
I
it,
can see it.
girls will be like, Justin!
So yeah, maybe he contributed like too much. Like you had girls from all over the country, little girls, 17-year-old like Ailey, like you're implying Ailey to be writing letters to him, throwing themselves at him. And I think Selena is even older than him.
Yeah, I think so.
So maybe it contributed. Maybe she was just like in a very uncomfortable.
Well, celebrity love is always like that because you're constantly in people's eye. I mean, we've talked about Vicky James. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, you just brought that up.
We've talked about the legend Two-Face Idibia and Annie Macaulay. We've talked about, a couple of Nigerian celebrities. So it is very overwhelming that your love life as a celebrity is right there. It is always because people are always, blogs are waiting. If you walk on a street in public and you don't hold your woman where, I be hold your man where, they will say, something is wrong.
But they do call things out because there was a time that you're Justin.
Why are you calling him my Justin?
He's your Justin because he went out with his wife, and I remember they got down from this
you
car,
saw the video.
and then he was wearing this hoodie, and she was all dressed up, and this guy got down from the car and he closed the door behind him, and this lady was right, like her leg
was just like outside like this,
and it closed. Like he just remember that somebody.
He just closed the door, and people were coming out comparing, social etiquette when he was with Selena as against with Hailey, and we could see from video evidence
very clearly
that something is actually wrong.
But what if we are reading too much into it? What if maybe he just forgot? What if he
that he walked?
I tried.
And the person, the lady's countenance when she came out, it was looking at him like,
bro,
have you
forget
forgotten
about
me?
the countenance, you cannot hide body language. You can't hide your emotions on your face. Yeah. And people,
maybe he didn't think she was going to calm down at that moment.
Yes, let's just
Bolawa
assume that he thought that the driver will come down and open the door for her.
I love it.
I love it. Trust me.
Davido recently went on the Breakfast show and he was talking about his upcoming album. And then he pivoted to his marriage. He said he had a white wedding coming up in August. So he was talking about his wife, Chioma. And he was like, Chioma would never set up a ring light to do any interview or go on any podcast. And he really liked that about her. And in my mind, I was like, bro, yeah, to be honest, yes. Because that is important to me too. To know that my partner would never.
Is it their choice or they have been told in private that, you can't do this?
I think it's her personality. It's her personality. It's just how she is. Because looking at it over time, you know that this is just how she is.
Even when they were broken up, she
doesn't talk about it. Yes, she doesn't care. She just.
And even me, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I would. Like
that's what differentiates her.
But you know that sometimes with celebrity love, there is always a discussion, an agreement that you see as my wife. I'm the prize, as men would like to say. Oh my God. I'm the prize. Obio, look at me. Draw your ears. You cannot be doing all this. And then. I'm not saying. I'm just saying there could be a possibility.
I'm not sure. That's just her
there could be a possibility.
Even when she lost her child, she didn't post anything.
Yeah,
of course, who would lose their kids?
People won't just to talk about.
Yes,
going through. Like people,
they will talk about
intoxicating.
It.
And I'm sure
there are some celebrities who don't take interviews. They don't do interviews. Even if I've run into some celebrities at events and can we speak to you and say, I'm sorry, I don't do interviews. There are some celebrities that don't do interviews like that. If I'm allowed to mention names, Johnny Jama is one of them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to come on one of my shows, but he's like, I don't really like my personal life, one that involves my family, and I don't think that just came about.
Yeah.
Probably he's seeing how blogs can drag and pry into your personal life, even as an actor or as a filmmaker, and they just don't want that drama for themselves.
Yeah.
So
like
there could be a possibility that there have been a discussion that you cannot do this, because imagine something juicy about OBO. Everybody will want to dig it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm saying there's a possibility.
As someone in the media space too, there's some appeal in keeping some part of my private life to myself, just for myself. That's something that is just for me. Like, so much of our lives is Instagram, we post. Oh, you have to post, you have to be out there, you have to market yourself. But some
things are
just for
you, private, yeah.
just for you to enjoy it.
How about celebrities who bring their kids?
I don't support that.
Yeah.
I'm not a party to that.
They will now on the kids' Instagram page, they will now say, mommy and Tiara. They will be speaking like a third person. Like they are the one that posts the picture. They will not be speaking like the child. Me and mommy when we went. Like,
I don't even engage. I don't even see it. I'm not going to engage in that mental imbalance. No,
that's not healthy.
Another person I need to highlight is my goat, the greatest of all time, Beyoncé.
Okay.
Beyoncé.
Oh my gosh, that actually popped in my head. Like before you mentioned her name, it popped in my head. Talking about, celebrities who put their kids, Blue Ivy is now a dancer.
Yes.
She dances at some of our concerts.
Yeah.
And it just took my mind back, allegedly, to a certain video that I saw that the music titled Daughter by Beyonce, like the first verse, allegedly somebody, I think like an international podcast said, is like a murder confession to how the rumored Jay-Z's baby mama, Kathy White, died.
Okay.
Don't do anything about that.
I don't.
But I would like to talk about the fact that Jay-Z was one of the biggest rappers in the world, and Beyonce was Beyonce when they got married. And they just did that. They didn't put their business out there. They controlled the information.
Yes.
There was even a time that they had an issue. I think Jay-Z cheated or something. And they were
Kathy White.
That
is the rumored, allegedly rumored baby mama. Who is now late, by the way.
Okay. Conspiracy theories.
It's not a conspiracy
theories. But anyway, they were in the elevator and Beyonce. Solange, Beyonce, and it was an alteration, whatever. They came out, did not speak a word. Till this day,
but you could see. I love their relationship for them because they do what is best for them by staying very private. But we have seen some songs that Beyonce, like the Lemonade album. The Lemonade album came out after the whole rumored Jay-Z had an affair, allegedly kind of, issue. You could tell that something is up. It's like somebody that is caged and they are trying to speak, but not trying to speak.
Well,
I don't know if that makes sense.
As an artist, she used a medium to express how she was feeling. Yeah. And it was fine. And a lot of people connected with that. That album was, I think it's a
it's still giving us some sort of information.
No, what do you know about it? Nothing. She just spoke about it. She spoke about her daddy. She spoke about her mom.
It was an album tilted towards infidelity. It was an album tilted towards infidelity. We all know.
Yes.
The world knows.
Yes.
So
wouldn't it be like? Wouldn't it be different if she came and said, "I want to do a tell-all interview with Oprah."
It's okay, Makira.
And then, Oprah, Jay-Z doesn't wash the dishes. And then still stayed married to him afterwards. Wouldn't you be annoyed as a viewer if Beyonce came out, instead of releasing the album, she came out, she expressed everything she did in the album?
Let's flip the script a little bit. Gabrielle Union's husband did that.
But they were not married at the time.
They were.
When he cheated?
No, not cheated. He came out and said, and dropped the whole 50-50 conversation. That me and Gabrielle will split the bill.
That conversation was actually
what?
educating because Gabrielle has then come out. I think she came out last year. No, a few months ago to talk about that. She doesn't do 50-50 anymore. That it was a trauma response. That she didn't want him to take control, to be in control because this guy is richer than her, and she didn't want him to have that power over her. That he's taking care of everything, and then she's just there. She felt the need to contribute so that she would see herself as valid.
Why?
So that conversation was valid, like from the 50-50 to the character growth. It was actually like
it's not for me. I don't know for you ladies, but for me, it's not the conversation, but what is said. Because Kiki also had a similar conversation. That
conversations are important.
It is important, but the context in which they are said. Kiki's reason for doing 50-50 is if anything goes wrong, if you are carrying bed, I will carry chair.
That's essentially what Gabriella said too.
So how does that make it sane that the whole reason you're doing 50-50 is so that you can't say, oh, I own you, I do that?
It's a trauma response. I understand it.
For me, I think it's wrong. If you want to do 50-50, do it because you want to do it, not because if something goes wrong tomorrow, I can also divide the house into two and carry one part. No.
There's a reason for everything. So if you are doing 50-50, you have a reason for doing 50-50. If you are not doing 50-50, you have a reason for not doing 50-50. There's always a reason.
Even this 50-50 conversation, they are important to an extent because normal Nigerians can learn from it. I did learn from it because I heard Gabriella's point and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then when she had a character development and came back again, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Says Bolawa that says, I can never be splitting bills with you.
Never.
Your responsibility as a man is to. Have you forgotten that you said this in one of episodes of Red Room that I can never split bills with a man? Why should I be paying bills?
I can't.
I'm your woman. Your money is our money.
I never said that.
I
never said that. And even if I did,
you see,
I am
you
grown.
See,
we grow and learn every day.
You see,
But conversations like that are important. But for you to come out and tell me that your husband, he doesn't do like things that are not even important, and then you still stay with your husband. Okay, you come out to tell me, he cheated, he did this, he did that, he doesn't take care of you. Okay, fine. My sympathies, I'm really sorry you're going through that. But then you stay with him and you're asking me not to have an opinion on your life, on things that you brought to my
But there is a couple that I love. Ever since they got married, I don't think there has ever been any scandal, whether speculation or not, or it happened or not, linked to them.
Which couple?
That's Ciara and Russell Wilson.
Goals!
I love them. I love them. And Ciara, we all know that, her music can be raunchy sometimes, extremely feminine, where she shows off her curves, flashes of boobs here and there. But they still pride themselves as a family or a faith-based family. How they fast, how they pray. In fact, also said he had to fast and pray before he got Ciara.
Ciara said she prayed. She released that prayer. Specific prayer that she told God. Anyways, guys, it has been very fun, exploring this celebrity love. The word of celebrity is just a bird. It's a lot.
We can't talk about it enough.
It's a lot.
We can't talk about it enough.
But I will say this: remain small gist for yourself.
Yes.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you so much for coming. Our money director. Gift. My Oyibo Pepe. Achalugo.
I'm going to marry you.
Don't, please.
Achalugo. Send me those dollars. Don't forget.
I told you dollars is coming. Calm down. Calm your body.
I'm my ever able boss woman. The one controlling everything. Everything.
Bolawa, I'm a hustling babe. If you have dollars, please.
And she's even humble, you guys.
Please, I will take.
She's even humble.
If you have pounds, I will take. Even if it is naira. We know that the economy is not, but I will still take. standing on business.
Alright, we've come to the end of this very, very educated episode. You can follow the conversation across all social media platforms at iRavelStudios on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. My name remains Ombolawa Olawore, and it has been my utmost pleasure hosting this episode. See you next time. Soon.
Bye, guys.
In for a beautiful ride in the red room. All your doubts and fear we cater to. We dot all the I's, cross all the T's. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, we'll take you on a journey.